What's up, guys? Your boy J Bob's here on the call today for League of Ordinary Gentlemen. What was it? I think it's week 10 now. I think I put week 9 in the stream thing, but it's really week 10. We just had a bye. Or no, it's week 9. That's where my head is right now. It doesn't matter. We're a good 5-2 on the season. Cal's 4-3. CPU opponent. We're at home, walking out to enter Sandman for the third time this season, and we fared very well in our last 4 games, winning them all, including our user opponent, Wake Forest. And they've had to go all the way from the West Coast in Berkeley, California to come play us. That's what conference realignment does. Bring in those West Coast teams here into Blacksburg as we're underway. And this is short of the end zone here. Well short of the end zone. And can we get a kick return for a touchdown here? No, they caught us. Oh, boy. This place was about to bounce already if we were able to just run through that seam a little bit faster. But we still have great field position. We are starting at the 41. That is unbelievable field position for what kickoffs usually are in this game.
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons.
But what we learned against Georgia Tech, CPU opponents are to be taken seriously. And the RPO's not there. We threw it, it's caught, it's a loss of a yard. And just because we had a big kick return doesn't mean we're going to just automatically drive down the field and score points. They could hold us to a 3-and-out here, and it means absolutely nothing. We're going to have to run the ball here. And their center got absolutely destroyed by number 98. How did he not block his guy? And our center just never blocked the guy. Let him go right by him. And now it's 3rd and 13, just like that. And like I said, this great field position could go to waste very quickly here. And we're not going to have anything here. We're going to have to take our check down and settle for a punt, a 3-and-out. And yeah, Cal dropped into a cover 4, which made it impossible to beat anybody, really. Now we're punting here, and this is a good punt. They're going to have a return set up, though. We're going to go for the hit stick, and we knock him down at the 21. And now, Ohio State transfer. Yeah, I'm an Ohio State fan. I know where our former QBs have gone. Devin Brown plays for Cal. I didn't know that. I just knew he played for Ohio State. He was a backup quarterback for a couple seasons. They're backing up Kyle McCord and then Will Howard. But he's here in Lane Stadium now playing for Cal, and he's going to start with a give to his running back for a loss of 2. Our defense has not been the problem this year. We have one of the best defenses in the entire country. Well, I don't know if that's true or not, but we have one of the better defenses. That's for sure. It's now 2nd and 12.
The Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
And they're going to pass. And Devin Brown checks it down to his running back, who did not step out of bounds. And he got a couple yards. It's 3rd down. And why are they not coming out with at least 3 receivers here on 3rd down? There's no way. There's no way that they're not coming out with 3 wide receivers. They're coming out with 2 tight ends. And now a sack on the quarterback. Our defensive line steps up. And we force a 3-and-out on Cal. As nobody wants to move the football down the field right now. As it's 4th down, the Golden Bears are going to have to kick it back to us, and this is a shorter punt out of bounds. We're not going to be able to return it. Let's see where they spot it. Right about where we punted, right about the same spot we punted from the last time, the 45-yard line.
And we're about to get another look at this hokey
Okay, let's try something else. After that last drive, we started with a RPO that didn't work. Used one of our RPOs, and then we ran the ball, got lost a yard, and now we're going to try a screen, and it's blown up. That defensive back did an excellent job. He played hard flats.
Well, they try to spit it out
And
to the
that just didn't work.
You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able
Oh,
to
now they're
get
going
to
to
the
flip.
back and get him down for a big loss.
All right, he's got inside leverage there. That might mean we have the opportunity to get it to the outside, and it's not man-to-man coverage. In fact, it's dropped by a receiver. And we're going backwards on offense. I was going to say we've been able to figure out our offense lately, but we have not figured it out so far in this game. It is now 3rd and long again. And that is not cover 2, and that's going to be an almost sack. Oh, if I could have gotten that off, I might have been able to get the first down, actually, because they had nobody in the flat. But we were unable to. It's 4th down. It took me too long to get to that read, and now we're going to have to punt again. And he fair catches this one. Not as big of a punt as it was last time. And for some reason, our thing keeps glitching like that. But our defense is going to have to step up again. They'll run it to the left side. They knock down one of our linebackers, and he steps around our slot corner or nickelback, and he gets a gain of 7 before stepping out of bounds. If he didn't step out of bounds, he had a much bigger gain. 2nd down. Oh, a play action. They got me, and they went to the open space, and they juked the guy up for a 1st down. And Cal has the first down of the whole game. After 3 and outs combined for the two teams. It's not like, probably not going to run the ball to the left here. I would highly doubt that. They are going to run the ball towards the middle, and that's not going to work either. Well, they got 1 yard out of it. I just hope they keep running the ball because they haven't had too much success. Besides that one where he bounced it to the outside somehow. It's now 2nd and 9.
This is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys
we go with the RPO, and it's a run to the right, and a good job stringing that one out. Our defensive backs are going to have to be heavily involved if they're going to keep running to the outside. And now 3rd and 9. And Devin Brown finds his man. It's dropped. Good defense there to break it up, and it's 4th down. We had the bracketed coverage on that slant. Thought he could get the slot receiver open. He didn't. He wasn't open. It was broken up. It's 4th down. A good job staying in coverage, man to man. And unable to bounce it to the outside. They'll tackle us at the 21 now. The field position has shifted towards Cal's side after that 1st down that they had, but it's really sad that we're talking about that in terms of the fact that they got 1 1st down that entire drive. And now unable to get it off. No, we are able to get it off to our tight end for a gain of 3. And it was man-to-man coverage, and they stuck with us. Okay, please tell me we can run the ball against this look. They only have 3 guys down at the line. We have 7. Tell me we can run the football. Stewart into space, gets a 1st down. I was going to be so mad if we couldn't run the ball. So we get it to the 35, 1st down. Can we hit him with the play action now that we've gotten a decent run play here? If we can get those linebackers to sell, they do not. They don't sell, but we might have space to take off and run to the left here, and Kyron Drones has a 9.5 yards. He'll be 2nd in inches.
That's a missed opportunity by the defense because if this
There was well covered there, but not well enough. We don't want to use an RPO. 1 over 5. We already used 1 over 5. It was blown up. Instead, outside run. Bennett past midfield to the 48.
Obviously, the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key.
And the running game getting going here now as our offense is moving it on the ground. And it will now be 1st and 10. Let's see if we can change it up and go through the air here. We're going to go to our running back here. It was a little behind Bennett, and that's why he was able to get caught before he could really take off there. They're not letting us go deep. Cal is being... The one thing about Cal right now that I see is they are dropping a lot of guys back into coverage. But we might have some one-on-ones here with the greens on the outsides.
Second down, they'll go to the air.
And that stick and dot is going to work, and we broke the rule. I'm going to punt it back to Cal. I broke the no switch rule.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that.
I should have just let him catch it, but I broke the no switch rule, so I'm going to punt it back so I don't get sanctioned, because that was
Let's see if the offenses can find
that was a fault. I was afraid I was going to get intercepted, and my instinct is always to just... My instinct is to just...
I know I've never seen this before. The punt team on the field in the red zone.
So now we're just going to punt to Cal.
I mean, trick play's coming, right? Making sure there's no return on that one.
I mean, they have terrible field position. That's about the one thing I can say now, but that's all we could do there. We're not getting sanctioned. We're just punting it. We're going to admit that we did that, and we're just going to allow it to not be a problem. So we're now back on defense after that. And they're going to run the ball. And they waited for a lane to open up, but they only got 2 yards out of that.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right?
That's why I didn't get excited for that catch, because I knew I broke the rule. Our offense had a great drive going, too.
Down here in the red zone, they're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Oh, play action totally got me off guard. And Devin Brown is totally selling those play fakes right now. Usually they don't get caught by those. It's 3rd down, though. It is 3rd down, and what are they going to do here? Bunching everybody over there? You need to get a guy over there to cover all that. Brown, nobody open, and he goes down. He got rid of it, but it's incomplete, and now Cal will have to punt it back to us. So no harm, no foul. Our defense held up once again, holding Cal to just 1 first down so far in this game. And now let's see if our punt return can get into space here. We're not able to get very far, but we do get it past midfield. This is excellent field position for us. Basically where we had it right before he broke the rule. Okay. And we're just going to sell the play action. Caught, 1st down, Hokies. A gain of 10.
Virginia Tech expected for him. Jesse, what does he need to
see if we can go with this cute trap here. Oh, yeah. Except we ran into our right guard before we could spring to that hole.
There is no question physically. Kylan Drones has all the tools. And you think back to a year ago, if that Hail Mary stands against Miami and they get that win, maybe the season ends differently for Virginia Tech. This is a
see, are they going man-to-man here, or are they going zone? Looks like they're dropping into cover 3. They're setting a blitz. The guy that I wanted to get off his spot, though, this is the guy who blitzed. So I knew Green was going to be open as soon as they came with that. They did a sim pressure. They dropped the defensive lineman on the other side into coverage.
You can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding.
So 1st down. This is where the defense could begin to tighten up a little bit. Less area to guard, and Bennett's going to get 2 yards. Oh, they didn't even say he got 1. One might say.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Second down, and it's not going to be open. The pressure not there, and we're going to throw it away. Good job by the coverage guy to make sure Drones couldn't just scramble either. And that was with man-to-man coverage behind him. That was with man-to-man coverage. They were able to prevent the scramble. So now it's 3rd and 10. Kyle has been able to drop back into coverage on these plays, but this guy is going to be wide open. It's Selden to the 1, 1st and goal. We're not going to mess around now. We're going to go with the fullback dive. And Kyle is intent to stop it as they are stacking their own box. But they are going to stop it as they push their center back into us. He's having a rough game. Now, do we have a toss play in here? Second and goal. Please come inside. They do come inside, and Stewart has an easy touchdown. Hokies. And this very low-scoring game has taken its first major turn as we find Paydirt on the ground. The passing game hasn't worked very well for us so far, but our run game has been rolling here. I got to pause for a minute. I got something very important I got to post.
These fans, Virginia Tech has some of the best fans in the country.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
I forgot to turn my mic back on, but we're kicking it off to Cal. They're going to bring this out, and they're going to regret it. Oh, boy, he took a couple of hits there. He wouldn't go down on the first one, so we had to make sure. But let's see, what will they do here? Cal. Oh, I do not like pressing, even against the CPU. I just don't like it. And they're going to throw the RPO. Oh, he bounces it to the outside, and one guy to beat. Luckily, he didn't beat him. Because that was the last man before, I guess he had the safety way back there. He would have had a huge game. Instead, it's 2nd and 2.
Guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field, too.
And another RPO they're going to throw, and it's caught. It is working right now. And he breaks the tackle. He lost the ball. He lost the ball. And we picked it up with our big defensive lineman who was in pursuit. Is that going to stand? I don't know if he was down or not. They're not reviewing it. This is unbelievable. They just coughed it up. They had back-to-back RPOs that worked very well, and now we don't have any plays that can do anything against this defense. And a false start. Before you can even hike the ball, you get a false start. And yes, I was about to actually hike it so we could avoid a penalty. But instead, we do take a penalty. It's not the delay of game. It's a false start. They have inside leverage. But can we put them on a post? Split those two safeties. We cannot split the safeties. We're running into their defensive line, and down goes Drones. So that was actually cover 6, and not cover 2 or cover 4. This is now 2nd and 20.
Second down, he'll throw it.
That pass caught, and a good block by Bennett to allow us to get 10.
Nice completion here to this
But it's still
wide
third and
receiver. You're
long.
gonna see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long.
And if there's nobody there dropping, I'm guessing a couple of those guys are going to drop into the middle of the field, into the zone. So what we're going to want to do is test the outside here, maybe.
On third and long, he's going to have to
We're going to split the inside zones, and we're going to pick up the first down.
across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
That is an excellent throw by the
We just split the linebacker and the slot corner there. We threw it to the linebacker's side. We knew he would be a bit slow to react.
Try to build on the lead before going to the locker room.
That was match coverage.
The Hokies have it with a first.
So now 1st and 10 following the completion there. They come out in another zone. They might be in trouble here. Let's see if we can hit them with another screen. Oh yeah, this time we got blockers out there. We got blockers out there. Bennett inside the 10, 1st and goal at the 7. And now we want to try and run clock down a little bit. Why are you running up to the line like that, Kyler Drones? I don't know. We might not want to run down too much time because we might get the ball back again. And our center ran down the field to throw a block, but he didn't hold it very well. And yeah, that's why I was not really concerned with running down too much time. I knew Cal was going to start calling their timeouts as it's now 2nd and goal. They're going to try and get the ball back so they can respond. If I can get somebody over there on the right to just be wide open in the corner,
Back to throw, it's Drones.
and we're going to get our running back, Bennett, into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
Grab and took it on in for the score. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores.
Wow, they sent the house there.
Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
You get the running back in the flat against man-to-man coverage, that's pretty much automatic because the linebacker is not going to get there fast enough to cover, or even the safety who's way back there. And yeah, there's not a whole lot of space to cover, but at the same time, you just send the house, you send everybody else. Nobody's going to cover that running back. Nobody's going to, especially in man-to-man coverage. And now it's 14-zip. Well, the Golden Bears bring this one out, too. They brought the last one out and regretted it. They are not bringing this one out. They are going to take it to the 25. We're going to come out with match coverage here. They're coming out under center. This is not the way to give your quarterback time to throw the ball. They're going to go with the end around. No, they're going to run. No, they're going to play fake it. Devin Brown. Oh, a spin move by the receiver on top of it to spring himself for a gain of 9. And now, well, at least we can stay in this match coverage right now because that's what we default called. And that pass is caught. They found the match for a match coverage. We're gonna go into Tampa too, but we can only call this once as long as they're in hurry-up mode. And they're gonna have a guy in the middle of the field open. We even had our user over there, and we couldn't switch off, but we had our guy right there. Our user was right there. He was just out of reach. And just like that, Cal is right there on the goal line at the doorstep. If they go with QB blast here, and there's no way he gets this off. He does. It's complete. And Cal calls their timeout here. And I just realized there's only 25 seconds left in the half.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of
second down coming up.
To get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
They're going to actually run the ball here, and he's inside the 5, 1st and goal.
Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but
the CPU doesn't have to follow league rules. And we come after the quarterback and hit him, but Devin Brown still completes the pass for a touchdown. Unbelievable. He just drove them down the field that quickly, and we absolutely hammered him I need to see the replay of that. They're not going to show the replay of that because I just need to see how unbelievable this throw was. And we just did not hit him in time. We even launched at him to knock him down, and he still got the pass off.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts.
So Cal is going to have the chance to tie the game after halftime, barring something massive happening here. We're going to take the touchback. Save us the 12 seconds. They're likely gonna just drop back into prevent defense here, which means they'll give us all the space underneath.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half.
And if we can get space underneath, that's what we want to take advantage of.
To the air, it's drones.
And try to get into space here, dive forward, and get as many yards as possible before calling a timeout. Now, how far back will Cal drop here is the question. We might be able to get into field goal range, at least to think about it.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up.
They're not dropping everybody back, though. That's the issue. They're not going to give us even an intermediate completion.
Wants to throw on first down.
Oh, we got a chance here, maybe. We're going to call a timeout, and let's see. I don't think we have the leg to drill this, but we can at least try. Can we get this field goal from 60? Yes! He drilled it from 60 yards out. We kicked it like a computer. And yes, I was not talking there that I had to walk in to drill that. He had an embarrassing miss against Michigan. Or he had a long attempt like that one, but that was with maxed out stadium pulse. Here, nothing, no crowd noise whatsoever. Just the wishful fingers of the fans behind the end zone. They're hoping that went in, and it did. And there was some jubilation after that one. And yeah, you can see this replay. That was a beautiful kick.
And the Hokies will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half.
And this kick, oh, he booms it through the end zone. You can see our kicker has a big leg. The fact that he was able to hit a 60-yard field goal tells you enough. He's thinking about transferring out because of brand exposure, which is crazy work, though. So now Cal's going to come out 1st and 10. And they're going to throw another RPO. They don't have to abide by league rules. They have thrown so many RPOs already in this game. It's not even funny.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit.
2nd and 7. Stadium pulse up through the roof here. Devin Brown, play action. Oh, who was supposed to guard that? Who was supposed to guard that? There was nobody even close to him. That was the hole in our zone. And the guy that was supposed to cover that fell for the play action. Devin Brown is catching us off guard with these play actions. I guess the one thing we can do is try and catch him off guard by sending a blitz. And Brown throws, caught. Our other guy wasn't there. The guy on the right side of the field wasn't in his spot again. They're not throwing to our user at all right now, except for that one play right before halftime where we had the chance at the interception, but we missed it. They're not running the ball anymore. They have gone away from it. Now they are running the ball here, and we're able to make the tackle. They should not have done that. We might even start going with more man-to-man coverage here. But not against 4 wide receivers. We're going to do a cover 4. 2nd and 12. And that pass thrown straight to us. It's been intercepted. He threw it right to us. And Devin Brown throws an interception. Might have won a national championship as a backup quarterback at Ohio State. But those plays ain't going to win him another one.
field on first down.
And we got time to get rid of it, and we find our big tight end who's thinking about transferring out.
Just a short gain.
In fact, is heavily considering transferring out. A gain of 5.
So you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on
Second and
down.
5.
Wants to
And
go
we're going to
up
have
top.
our other tight end wide open here.
Big fella.
St. Germain
Down, but not before
for a
the
first down.
got the first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too?
Tight ends are getting involved here. Like our primary tight end, Gosnell, is thinking about transferring out because of playing style, and we're throwing to our tight ends a lot, so that doesn't make any sense. I think that's just him wanting to transfer to another school, and they just throw playing style as the reason. And it is very realistic in the sense that players want to just transfer out. They're not very loyal now because of, NIL money and all that stuff. Do you think brand exposure would be the thing that would make them transfer out, not playing style?
This guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Second down, Stewart throws a block, but
And he was fortunate
there's not enough
to lose
blocks.
yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
he actually lost yards.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism.
So now it's third
able to
down.
Make the tackle. Nice job.
Could be running out, an out route here.
Wants to throw. It's thrown.
Oh, that's a good job keeping up with the zig. That was a really good job keeping up with the zig.
Yards short of
We're going to attempt another long field goal. We drilled one right before halftime.
the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This is going to have to
And this one's blocked. Not as good of an attempt there, as they got the block animation, and now great field position. So we wasted the interception for nothing,
That was amazing.
as they came through and made the block, and now Cal has 1st and 10 at the 45. They're going to try something different because they don't have anything going on the ground, and not much better here with the jet touch pass.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it.
Second down coming up.
Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go
Play action maybe coming up. We got to be wary of it.
That start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense.
And that pass caught. They threw it right to our user zone, and he gets a gain of 8.
makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
We're going man coverage now. We're going to man them up and see if that changes anything.
Managing is nice pickup on
3rd and 4.
help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people
They're going to go deep into double coverage. That should be it. Oh, that was such an easy interception.
good situations. I'm way more
That should have been he could have fair caught that.
manageable situation.
He's right there, and he just does not catch the ball.
The Golden Bears
So the Golden Bears are going to punt, but they are fortunate to be punting right
this
now.
guy come on to punt.
They shouldn't be punting it to us. It should have been a turnover. But we're going to have space here if we can stay in bounds, and we do. And we turn it up to the 26. That's where we would have had, about where we would have had the ball anyway. So no harm, no foul now that he dropped that with the dropped interception.
Onto the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line.
And here we go. Drones keeps. Drone spins out a tackler and is brought down. Injuries are turned off right now, by the way. Kyron Drones got hurt on a read option play against Georgia Tech, and we were forced to play our backup quarterback the rest of the game after that. Right now, we don't got to worry about that. We just got to worry about ball security when it comes to plays like that.
And go so quickly, and then they bring the fake in there. And there's
Call
just
an
a
audible
lot to
here.
try to stop with this Virginia Tech quarterback.
The give on the inside.
And our center unable to uphold the block. Hey, notice I've been saying our center unable to hold the block a lot in this game.
Big plays.
It's been the one guy who's been kind of not holding up on the offensive line for the most part in this game. He's given up a sack. He hasn't really been blocking very well in the running game.
Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
I have one read and one read only on this play. It's not open. We're going to just check it down to our running back, Bennett, who easily blows past number 0 for a first down.
They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
The defense has got to be able to second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down.
And we're going to pitch it to Selden, who came around behind us there. It was a triple option.
They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on
that was the first time we've run that play, really. I think all season. We have not run that play.
Accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. And they're able to make a quick stop.
It's 2nd and 4. And now there's a hole. It's Bennett into space. 10-5, end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. And that makes it a 3-score game against the Golden Bears. And we're not going to struggle the way we did against Georgia Tech. Mainly because we have our starting quarterback. That does help a lot. You don't have to play your backup quarterback the whole game. This is through the back of the end zone. They're not even going to catch this one. And what will the Golden Bears do? They've been able to have some success through the air, but absolutely none on the ground. And they're going to go play action, and they're going to have a couple guys open, and oh, that is one of them. And they're going to quickly torch us down the field here. We're going to click on and make this tackle. And he gets tackled at the 21. And that computer, that AI was not going to make the play. And our guy that was in the flat was covering the out route by the running back. And yeah, that was it. He had to make the decision between guarding the corner and guarding the flat. He guarded the flat. And I'm not sure what that was. I think that was just 4 verticals. A lot of times you start seeing guys just run straight down the field. It's a screen, but they just ran 4 verts. Or they ran comeback routes on the outsides there, but it'll be 2nd down. Not sure if going with the blitz is going to work against this team. That's the one thing I worry about the most. Devin Brown has been quick to get the ball out for the most part. When he hasn't, he's been getting sacked anyways. But it's now 4th quarter time, 24-7. The Golden Bears are threatening, but they're going to need to do a lot of damage to us to be able to pull this off. It's not exactly in running up the score territory right now for us, so we still have to play hard. We're gonna keep running. We're gonna just run man-to-man coverage. And that pass, oh, easy pitch and catch. Who's supposed to cover that guy? And we tackled him at the 1.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's
now it's 1st and goal.
This guy can run shallows. He can run slants.
No way they run the ball here. They do. Oh, they get the edge, and we pushed them into the end zone. Oh, we had that play absolutely blown up, but he got outside, and then he broke a tackle, and then we pushed him in. Everything that had to go right for Cal to get into the end zone that play absolutely went right. They needed a miracle to get into the end zone there. Even though it was only 1 yard, that was the craziest 1 yard that we've given up this year, I feel like. And we're going to let it bounce. No reason to risk a return. No reason to risk fumbling the ball back to Cowell. We've only used 1 RPO the whole game, so we can use any of these RPOs the rest of the game. We've also run the ball very well for the most part in this game, as Cowell has been unable to stop us for the most part in the ground game. They are going to not stop us here, though. It looked like they had some penetration for a minute there, but we held up just long enough, just like they were able to get outside on that last touchdown.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right?
And we're gonna stick with the inside zone because I think they got that RPO on the outside boxed.
Can we run run the ball down their throats.
And Stewart is going to bounce it back to the other side and get an easy first down. And now our ground game can start to just take over.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now.
This might be an interesting RPO, especially if they're playing man-to-man coverage here.
That looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing
I'm going to throw it. I'm going to throw it. I'm going to throw it. Yeah, he's there. It's Selden. He's going to be tackled short of the line to gain 2nd and inches.
After that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Hokies.
Like I said, we don't have to do anything crazy here. We just got to keep moving the football. 2nd and inches. Keep them on their heels here. And they finally stopped the run. They have not been able to stop the run throughout the whole game, but they stopped it on that one play. We have another RPO opportunity here, though.
They're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
3rd down, 3rd and a yard. Yeah, let us hike the ball there. Stewart is able to push forward. He had the first down already, and he got a little more.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here.
They're just going to keep letting us run right up the middle. Look, I'm sorry. I see the middle of the field wide open. I'm just going to keep running it up there. And there it is. Easy money for Bennett. A gain of, what was that, 16 yards? Like, I wanted to run to the outside, but they just left the center of the field wide open. Nobody there to stop the inside zone. Now we're going to run it to the outside on this play because they actually have guys there this time. And they're going to have number 43, that linebacker, blow that up before he could get to the outside. But it still looking pretty good. We've been able to chew up some clock.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this.
2nd and 13.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass.
And we're going to pass it, and it's dropped. Man-to-man coverage worked out well for them there. It's 3rd down.
That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And now 3rd and 13.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to.
It's going to check it down, and somehow they were able to make the tackle before we could get into space. And it'll be 4th down. We'll have to kick the field goal.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the
And
kicker.
this kick is true. Not blocked this time.
Between the uprights, it's good. And
Didn't have to kick it with this much power. He took 4 minutes of clock off despite not having 2 clock turned on.
Now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very,
And this kick is into the end zone against the win this time, and no return. They saw us bearing down there. Now it's likely they'll go into no-huddle offense again. Last time they did that, they had a lot of success.
25-yard line. Brown will throw it.
Brown throws, pass incomplete.
Pass is incomplete. And by
So it'll be 2nd and 10, or 2nd and 10 coming up.
better care of the football. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on
That
the
pass
last play.
caught underneath. It will be 3rd and short as they're able to make that happen.
Like they can't take many more shots short down the field and not get gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas.
Well, we're going to stick in that Tampa 2 look here.
Middle of the field, but make some big plays.
And Brown is going to hold on to it. No, he got rid of it. He had a guy open, but he's unable to find the target, thankfully. Whew. That would have been a big play.
It's 4th down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here.
We don't want to stick in that Tampa 2 look. It looks like they've figured it out.
Take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense
Fourth down.
that, so
Brown calling audibles.
And they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the
Oh, we took away the drag, but they had enough to get to the dig, and they break a tackle, did not get any further. And it's now first down. 3 guys on the left. And a high ball caught. A gain of 7. Second and 3 coming up. He's calling a million different audibles here.
Second down, they'll go to the air.
And Brown is going to get dropped. Unable to do anything. But with them being turbo, oh, we got to get this guy back. Hold on.
From the gun on third down.
Brown's got to chuck it up. 1v1. Cannot switch on. It's broken up. Just had to pray that it was broken up. It's fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed.
And now, here we go. Can we get them off of the field?
Take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play.
And that pressure comes. He throws it incomplete into the grass. Devin Brown not able to figure out the magic this time. And he turns it over on downs. And that was the goal, to prevent the big play from happening. He moved it down the field a bit, but they ran off a lot of time in doing so, and then they eventually were stopped. Our defense making a couple plays. And now they're going to stop the run. Timeout, Cal. So they're going to start calling timeouts here.
Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
So we'll flip the run around here. Try to see if Cal jumps. They don't, but Stewart gets to the outside. And he might have the first down. Did they give it to us? Did they give us that first down? They did give us the first down. A gain of 11.
Get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down.
And we're just going to be careful here.
Motion from the wideout.
Just going to toss it, and the safety came downhill. Full speed, sold out to stop the run. They are going to stop the run. They're going to start bringing some guys in to make sure that we don't get very far. They've left the middle of the field open for us most of the game to just run right through, run roughshod through it. Stewart pushes forward, and he is just wearing this Golden Bear defense down. Cal might get it back with just over a minute left to play.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down.
So now 3rd and 6. And number 3 was in there in a hurry to make that tackle. Why? No, we're not going to attempt the long field goal. Not this time. It makes more sense to pin them inside the 20-yard line and make them drive the length of the field than it does to attempt the long field goal and potentially have it blocked. So we're going to let it run. We're going to let this clock run down. Like I said, just over a minute left. The next time is when they're going to get that ball. Made sure to have enough time to snap the ball. And they are not going to catch that. That bounces inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 9. This is where we just drop people back. We don't mess around. Let them have whatever underneath. And how did they catch that pass? We had that guarded, and they got a first down out of it.
You know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
And now it's first down, 1st and 10. Clock runs now after the chains move.
Brown wants to pass.
Devin Brown wants to take a shot. Plenty of time. One-on-one coverage here. And that pass is almost caught.
That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on.
Devin Brown has had a lot more time to throw the ball on these last couple of possessions. 2nd and 10. That pass caught, short underneath. We'll let them have that. They have no timeouts left. They can't do anything to stop the clock. As long as we don't let them get out of bounds, they're going to go with the play action. That's not going to work right now. And a deep shot here. They have the leverage here, but a good job by our corner to make sure that play didn't turn into anything monstrous for Cal. And now it's 4th down, their last gasp here in this game.
You're down by a bunch. You have to take shots. It's the only way you're going to get back in this game. Problem is the defense.
4th down, and Devin Brown is sacked. Game over. Our defensive line with the 3-man rush puts an end to the game there. It would have taken a lot more than even just a touchdown, and they didn't even get close to that. So we're going to walk out of here with a 27-14 win over the Golden Bears. And we had to respect the computer after Georgia Tech, because Georgia Tech gave us a good run for their money there. Yeah, we wanted to avoid another nerve-wracking game against the computer, and that's exactly what we did. I mean, the Golden Bears started the game off tough, especially on defense. We didn't have a single 1st down in our first 2 possessions. And then we broke the rule by switching on to our tight end. And we had to punt it back to them, which was so annoying. But after that, we figured it out on offense, and we ran roughshod all over them on the ground. And hopefully Terrion Stewart doesn't want to transfer out after that game, but due to, quote, playing style, yes, I think that is fake. They are not transferring out because of playing style. They want to transfer out because they just don't want to be here anymore for whatever reason. But we'll see what our schedule has in store for us now. I always like to check it after each game. Actually, this is the league schedule. We need to look at our team schedule here. And these losses, by the way, they feel like a lifetime ago now. We're feeling a lot better about ourselves, but of course we haven't played any users since we played Rakdos, which we pulled off this impressive win. But we've now knocked Cal off, and now we got Louisville coming at home. And then, yeah, we're at Florida State, at Doak Campbell. And then we play Canes at home, and then we go on the road to Charlottesville to finish off the season against CPU Virginia. But like I said, these are our 2 games right here we need to focus on the most. Especially at number 7 Florida State. We go into Doak Campbell and pull off that victory, then there might be some eyes starting to turn towards Blacksburg. But for now, we're just picking up our computer wins. I mean, we picked up the win against Wake Forest that was at home. That wasn't too much of a long shot, but going into Doak Campbell and pulling that off is going to be absolutely crucial if we want to get into the playoff picture some way, somehow. Is it possible? Beginning to think it is possible. It's not very likely, though, no matter what. So I'm not really getting my hopes up. And then we got to play Louisville at home, and they've kind of fell off a little bit. They've taken 2 losses now. I'm guessing they ran into some user opponents at this point. They're 1-2 in ACC conference play. So, but then we play Miami at home. If we can play Miami well at home, then hopefully, I would be saying hopefully that's after a victory over the Seminoles. It's just we haven't been able to crack the top 25 since, I'm guessing the reason we haven't broke the top 25 is because of these games here. It might feel like forever ago, but we have not forgotten about these losses. These are terrible losses here. Against Cave we were competitive until we muffed the punt. Or I wouldn't say muffed the punt. We tried to return a punt, and we got hit-sticked and fumbled it. Let me be more clear about that. And then in this game against Michigan, our defense could only hold on for so long. I mean, so that's pretty much what happened in those 2 games. But it's likely we'll go into that game against Florida State 7-2, hopefully. I mean, like I said, got to take our computer game seriously. Cannot sleep on Louisville, but I think if we do take our CPU game seriously, we won't have another Georgia Tech. Hopefully, Georgia Tech played us very tough, and I thought we should have destroyed them even without Kyron drones. But anyways, until we get a chance to play against Louisville after advance, which will probably be on Sunday. Well, then after that we have another bye, and then next weekend will be our opportunity to play our next user game. That will be at Doak Campbell. But until then, this is your boy J-Bob signing off, saying see you next time from League of Ordinary Gentlemen. Have a great rest of your evening, everybody.